Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Yogi. Yes, I have a very white voice. I've been working on it my entire life and it finally came through. I'm also getting a beard a little bit. No, actually I have a sore throat. Hey, we're here with Kingston from Ding Lifters and he's helping me get this car ready to get wrapped, right? Because we're not gonna keep it this color. There's so many silver cars out there of this generation that we need to make sure Pepper stands out, right? So think about the color choices there and let me know what you think. Put a comment down below and tell me what color you think when you think of Pepper. Is it green or is it red? So Kingston, tell me a little bit about your company and who you are and how long you've been doing this.
Okay, so Ding Lifters, it's a small family company. My dad and my grandpa started it.
I mean, you guys have been doing it for 30 years, yes. So you're the pros, right? I mean, there's no book written out there for this, right?
Definitely, yeah.
You guys have just learned through the years.
Yeah, my dad and my grandpa learned from somebody in San Antonio.
Okay.
But they had to bring the business down to Houston because they weren't allowed to do it.
So this is an apprenticeship sort of thing, like where you're trained and then, but you can't build in the same area because you'll be competing with your master.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you, how long did it take for you to feel confident to work on exotics like this? Because I'm sure you just don't say, hey, one day I learned how to pop a dent out and I'm gonna go work on a Lamborghini.
Definitely. So the process with that was just training in the garage. Started on a basic hood, a trashed hood, and just figured the basics out to where I could go ahead and start on actual dents on lower end cars, on the Toyotas, on the Hondas and stuff like that, to get a feel for the metal, to see how it moves, and started out with doing R&I, removal and installation of whatever it is, door jams, headlights, taillights, anything like that.
Just to gain access to get a feel. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
And then took about 6 months of PDR training to get in the field, and then I started doing that R&I stuff.
So let me ask you a question. As far as the cars are concerned, metal-wise, I mean, I've worked on like Chevy Sonics and I've worked on Kias, and I can tell you that the metal's really thin.
Definitely.
Right? So you have different approaches, basically?
Yes.
So you got to know, okay, a Porsche's got this kind of finesse.
Yeah.
And
when working with Porsches, Mercedes, those German vehicles, the metal's definitely more stout. And also working with aluminum or like high strength steel, you also get different, it takes a different force to get it straight.
Gotcha.
So
with all of these, when you mean is like all these swooping lines and stuff, it's a little more low profile.
They're clean lines. You got to make sure you're precise with your pushes and your taps, just to make sure the metal goes down straight. So
for something like this, you guys travel all over all of Houston.
Yeah, greater area of Houston.
Greater area, like all the way down to Kemah and...
Possible. I mean,
it depends on the car, I think, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If the work is there, then we'll definitely travel to it. A lot of our customers call because other dent guys won't do it or they're too far, essentially. So we try to make up for that and just try to help people out in the best way.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because a lot of times, you know, you take your beautiful car out to a grocery store and you don't even know for like a month or two later that somebody crashed a car. And it's good to know that you can just pick up the phone or email somebody and they'll come by like what I did. And he just came by this morning, woke me up, and he was ready to get this done. And he knocked this out in about what, an hour and a half? About 2 hours?
About 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. We're gonna look at the hood, the doors, and see what else he finds that may show through on a wrap so that we can make sure it looks nice and clean. All right, so let's get started. Let's fix it. All right, man,
yeah,
cool.
Sweet.
Thanks, bro.
That was awesome. You're smooth with it too.
Dude, I've been doing it for like 2 years now.
I'm using the reflection of the lines in the paint. See this high spot here?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
So it creates a ripple in the reflection.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
That is a great idea.
And pretty much all I'm gonna do is just line it up and start to tap down. It's not gonna cause any more damage and any more work for me.
Well, I mean, it's definitely showing up that you're making a difference there.
Here, and then a crease right in this area. It's all about just being precise with the pushes behind the metal. about just moving that metal back.
Yeah, see the man is
Massaging it back
such
and
a
forth.
difference already.
Yeah. Definitely just trying to work that crease line out. Right here.
So that's what those are. So these are holes that are made by dent guys to get in and fix things. But then he didn't plug it.
I mean, usually you could use, like, you take out this here and do the same thing.
Ah.
I mean, that's what lazy people do.
Yeah. Nothing surprises me with this car, dude. I mean, if you told me this thing was a freaking submarine, I'd believe you. Oh, yeah. You got skills, man. That's very nice. Well, this guy's getting wrapped anyway, so.
Yeah, I knew that, but I'm like, that's weird that you even did that in the first place.
All right, let's take a look at the final results. After getting beat up in Florida over all of those years, the dents here are gone. It's really weird. There's some damage to the paint from the impact initially, it looks like. So we'll have to, I'm gonna get a paint and body shop to take a look at that. But again, this car is gonna be wrapped, so it's not really gonna matter. What you really wanna make sure is when you have it wrapped that you don't have dents, because otherwise you're just gonna see the dents through the wrap. And that looks great. And on the hood, if you recall, had dents from the inside out. Are completely gone now. There's a couple of marks where the impacts were, but again, that's blemishes in the paint, not the panel itself being dented. So that looks really good. All right. Some serious focus you got there, man. So you're going after that paint chip one, right?
Yes. Yeah, just trying to smoothen out the light dent behind it.
And then on this side, there was a couple of them. A little bit on the door here, and then this impact point, at some point, he popped that out, but it looks like it, I don't know what happened there, but that went all the way to the primer, man. Jeez. But yeah, that is great.
All right, man. Well, hey, that's the end of this video. I know it was short, but I did promise you that I'd be releasing my videos more often, and sometimes they'll come in short like that. But hopefully you guys saw and appreciated how awesome paintless dent repair can be. It's super easy on the paint, super easy on the pocketbook, and it makes it a lot easier to move forward with the next steps of a paint restoration, if that's where you're going. With me, I'm going more for a wrap. I suspect what's gonna happen is that when I take this car, they're gonna look over the car and tell me it's probably gonna need some paint prep anyway, like a skim coat on the front bumper to get everything smooth. I'm expecting all of that, but what I'm not gonna do is I may go through the process of having it skim coated to get everything nice and smooth if there's ripples in the panels or whatever. And then we'll stop right there and we'll wrap it. And again, I'm looking for input from you guys on what you think. Do you think we should go red or do you think we should go green? You don't see a whole lot of cars, especially of this generation, wearing that particular color. Speaking of color, yes, I know in that video you saw something blue and red in the other garage spot. And yes, I'm being coy about it. But again, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know what that car is. But the next video coming up is when I finally unveil Project CK. Project CK is going to take Yogi's Garage to the next level. I intend on turning this channel into a rescue channel, if you will, a restoration or a resto mod channel for the beloved 996s. And I'll eventually move up to the 997.1s and maybe even backtrack into the 993s, assuming my business and the channel is successful. All right, so what's next for Project Pepper? Well, like I said, we're gonna start Project CK next week. But for Project Pepper, I still have the dine of the interior to show you. I still have, obviously, the wrap to show you. And then I'm gonna show you the performance. I'm gonna dyno this car once I get it to pass inspection and I can drive it legally on the road. I'm gonna tear off the cats, take it over to the dyno, and see what this 4-liter is putting down in comparison to some other high-performance cars like a Turbo S, hint, hint. Oh, and for all of my new subscribers, hey, welcome, guys. As you can see, 996 is gonna be my ultimate destination for the foreseeable future. I hope you guys get some value out of my new videos as well as my past videos. And be sure to hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel. And if you hit that like button, that even takes it to the next level. It's the whole YouTube algorithm that we gotta take advantage of in order to be successful. All right, so with that said, thanks for watching Yogi's Garage. We'll see you next week with Project CK.